The Book of Isaiah, chapter 29. An altar of the city that David dwelt in. Add year unto year, let them kill lambs. But I will bring the altar into distress, and there shall be heaviness and sorrow, and it shall be unto me like an altar. And I will besiege thee as a circle, fight against thee on a mount, and will cast ramparts against thee. So shalt thou be humbled, and shalt speak out of thy ground, and thy speech shall be as out of the dust. Thy voice also shall be out of the ground, like him that hath a spirit of divination, and thy talking shall whisper out of the dust. Moreover, multitude of thy strangers shall be like a small dust, and the multitude of strong men shall be as chaff that passeth away, and it shall be in a moment, even suddenly. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and shaking, and a great noise, a whirlwind and a tempest, and a flame of devouring fire. And the multitude of all the nations that fight against the altar shall be as a dream or vision by night, even all they that make the war against it, and strongholds against it, and lay siege unto it. And it shall be like as an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, and when he awaketh, his soul is empty. Or like a thirsty man dreameth, and lo, he is drinking, and when he awaketh, behold, he is faint, and his soul longeth. So shall the multitude of all nations be that fight against Mount Zion. Stay yourselves and wonder. They are blind, and make you blind. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not by strong drink. For the Lord hath covered you with the spirit of slumber, and hath shut up your eyes. The prophet and your chief seers hath he covered, and the vision of them all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed up, which they deliver to one that can read, saying, Read this, I pray thee. Then shall he say, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is given unto him that cannot read, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he shall say, I cannot read. Therefore the Lord said, Because this people come near unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will again do a marvelous work in this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. For their works are in darkness, and they say, Who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Your turning of devices, shall it not be esteemed as the potter's clay? Or shall the work say of him that made it, He made me not? Or the thing formed say of him that fashioned it, He had none understanding? It is not yet but a little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into Carmel, and Carmel shall be counted as a forest. And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek in the Lord shall receive joy again, and the poor men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the cruel man shall cease, and the scornful shall be consumed, and all that hasted to iniquity shall be cut off, which made a man to sin in the word, and took him in a snare, which reproved them in the gate, and made the just to fall without cause. Therefore thus saith the Lord unto the house of Jacob, even he that redeemed Abraham, Jacob shall not now be confounded, neither now shall his face be pale, but when he seeth his children, the work of mine hands, in the midst of him, they shall sanctify my name, and sanctify the Holy One of Jacob, and shall fear the God of Israel. Then they that erred in spirit shall have understanding, and they that murmured shall learn doctrine. Isaiah chapter 30. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and cover with a covering, but not by my spirit, that they may lay sin upon sin, which walk forth to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves and with the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadows of Egypt. But the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. For his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came unto Hanes, and they shall be all ashamed of the people that cannot profit them, nor help, nor do them good, which shall be a shame and also a reproach. The burden of the beasts of the south, in the land of trouble and anguish, and from whence shall come the lion, the young and old lion, the viper and the fiery flying serpent, against them that shall bear their riches upon the shoulders of the colts, and their treasures upon the bunches of the camels, to a people that cannot profit. For the Egyptians are vanity, and they shall help in vain. Therefore have I cried unto her. Their strength is to sit still. Now go, write it before them in a table, and note it in a book, that it may be for the last day, forever and ever, that it is a rebellious people, lying children, and children that would not hear the law of the Lord, which say unto the seers, See not, and to the prophets, Prophesy not unto us right things, but speak flattering things unto us, prophesy errors. Depart out of the way, go aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from us. Therefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you have cast off this word, and trust in violence and wickedness, and stayed thereupon, therefore this iniquity shall be unto you as a breach that falleth, or a swelling in an high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in a moment. And the breaking thereof is like the breaking of a potter's pot, which is broken without pity, and in the breaking thereof is not found a shard to take fire out of the hearth, or to take water out of the pit. For thus saith the Lord God, the Holy One of Israel, In rest and quietness shall ye be saved, in quietness and confidence shall be your strength. But ye would not, for ye have said, No, but we will flee away upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee. You will ride upon the swiftest. Therefore shall your persecutors be swifter. 1,000 as one shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of 5 shall ye flee, till ye be left as a ship mast upon the top of a mountain, and as a beacon upon a hill. Yet therefore will the Lord wait, that he may have mercy upon you, and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have compassion upon you. For the Lord is God of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for him. Surely a people shall dwell in Zion and in Jerusalem. Thou shalt weep no more. He will certainly have mercy upon thee at the voice of thy cry. When he heareth thee, he will answer thee. And when the Lord hath given you the bread of adversity, and the water of affliction, thy rain shall be no more kept back, but thine eyes shall see thy rain, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when thou turnest to the right hand, and when thou turnest to the left. And ye shall pollute the covering of the images of silver, and the rich ornament of thine images of gold, and cast them away as a menstruous cloth. And thou shalt say unto it, Get thee hence. Then shall he give rain unto thy seed, when thou shalt sow the ground, and bread of the increase of the earth, and it shall be fat and as of oil. In that day shall thy cattle be fed in large pastures. The oxen also and the young asses that till the ground shall eat clean provender, which is winnowed with the shovel and with the fan. And upon every high mountain and upon every high hill shall there be rivers and streams of water in the day of the great slaughter, when the towers shall fall. Moreover, the light of the moon shall be as the light of the sun, and the light of the sun shall be sevenfold, and like the light of 7 days, in the day that the Lord shall bind up the breach of his people, and heal the stroke of their wound. Behold, the name of the Lord cometh from far, his face is burning, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, and his tongue is as a devouring fire, and his spirit is a river that overfloweth up to the neck. It divideth asunder, to fan the nations with the fan of vanity, and there shall be a bridle to cause them to err in the jaws of the people. But there shall be a song unto you as in the night, when a solemn feast is kept, and gladness of heart, as he that cometh with a pipe to go out unto the mount of the Lord, to the Mighty One of Israel. And the Lord shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and he shall declare lightning down of his arm, with the anger of his countenance, and flame of a devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstone. For with the voice of the Lord shall Assyria be destroyed, which smote with the rod. And in every place that the staff shall pass, it shall cleave fast, which the Lord shall lay upon him with tabrets and beards and with battles, and lifting up of hands shall he fight against it. For Tophet is prepared of old, it is even prepared for the king. He hath made it deep and large, the burning thereof is fire and much wood. The breath of the Lord, like a river of brimstone, doth kindle it.